This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Jennifer Chiara Literary Agency, now celebrating over 20 years. This is the president and senior agent, Jennifer Chiara, and here are all the agents that she employs. Well, at least these are mostly all of them. There's one who was here yesterday who isn't here today, and that just happens to be this individual right here, Colleen Ophaline, not sure how to pronounce that. We'll call her Colleen moving forward. But she just recently discovered these tweets from her boss and the official Jdla Twitter account. It says here, the Jennifer Chiara Literary Agency was distressed to discover this morning, January 25th, that one of our agents has been using the social media platforms Gab and Parler. Oh my God. We do not condone this activity, and we apologize to anyone who's been affected or offended by this. She goes on to say, the Jennifer Chiara Literary Agency has in the past and will continue to ensure a voice of unity, equality, and one that is on the side of social justice. As of this morning, Colleen Ophaline is no longer an agent at the Jennifer Chiara Literary Agency. Yes, you read that correctly, ladies and gentlemen. She has been fired, as she says here in her own tweet. Well, thanks, Twitter and JDL Lit Agency. I just got fired because I'm a Christian and a conservative. And guys, this is unbelievable cancel culture happening now at the JDLA. So we're going to talk about all that and much more in today's video, guys. But before we do, I'd ask that you check us out here at pressfortruth.ca/donate. We too are experiencing our own issues with cancel culture, and with your financial support, you can help us mitigate these attempts to have us shut down moving forward. So you can do that with a one-time PayPal donation. You can contribute Bitcoin if you're so inclined. You can become a patron by clicking on this banner here. You can contribute other cryptocurrencies by going there. You can also use this here to sign up for a monthly reoccurring contribution, which is a Patreon alternative. You can also send e-transfers to dan@pressfortruth.ca, and if you like to keep it old school, we also accept cash, checks, equipment, and simply just words of encouragement to our P.O. box. Links are located in the description below. Once again, if you appreciate my efforts to bring you this info, guys, please check the links in the description below. All right, so today we're going to take a look at who this woman is, why she was fired from her job in the midst of this cancel culture hype, and you know, why this is such a terrible thing moving forward. Let's take a look at who this person is. This is on the literaryagents.com website. This is her entire biography and connection with the company. And I note here, this is interesting, Colleen of the Literary Agency was an engineer in the Air Force who played with lasers and launched satellites and a few helicopters before she started her publishing career. She's also a former 911 call taker and a dispatcher for Alaska troopers. So she has a soft spot for veterans and law enforcement families. Sounds like a pretty good woman to me. Well, this is what she was faced with yesterday from her boss. As we saw, this one is just insane. The agency was distressed to discover this morning, January 25th, that our agents had been using the social media platforms Gab and Parler. We do not condone this activity, and we apologize to anyone who's been affected or offended by this. Isn't that just such social justice warrior language? It's just disgusting. Well, she takes it to that extreme with this one. The Jennifer Chiara Literary Agency has in the past and will continue to ensure a voice of unity, equality, and one that is on the side of social justice. There it is, guys. Well, how can this be about unity and equality if you're just silencing the Christian and conservative views? This isn't about unity or equality. This is purely about censorship. And finally, she says, as of this morning, Colleen is no longer an agent at the Jennifer Chiara Literary Agency. And again, guys, this is all because she just so happened to be a member of Gab and Parler. So what are those sites. Let's take a quick look. Here's my Gab account. I have been on here since October of 2018. I must be a super mega evil terrorist in the eyes of the SJWs. I mean, this is just crazy. By the way, guys, I've only got 741 followers right now. Let's see if we can get that up to 1,000 today. If you're not following me yet on Gab, check the links in the description below. In case you didn't know, this is the CEO and founder of Gab right here. And here's what his page says in the About section. I am a Christian, a husband, a father, a patriotic American, and CEO of Gab. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. He's quoting Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. This is a Christian man who's quoting Bible references in his About page. This is why they don't like Gab. This is why the SJW sees this as a dangerous enemy. Now, Parler, on the other hand, is also under some serious attacks right now. If you go to their website, you see this, technical difficulties. Now seems like the right time to remind you all, both lovers and haters, that why we started this platform. We believe privacy is paramount and free speech essential, especially on social media. Our aim has always been to provide a nonpartisan public square where individuals can enjoy and exercise their rights to both. A huge threat to Silicon Valley. We will resolve any challenges before us and plan to welcome all of you back soon. We will not let civil discourse perish. And they post a number of memes, and actually some other people chiming in here. This guy, many upsetting things have occurred over the last year. The natural reaction is to cast blame or to jump to premature conclusions. We should, in the spirit of parley, place aside our differences, place aside our biases of one another, and have a respectful conversation in order to improve our society. This sounds logical. We shall check our baggage at the door and start fresh with one another. I believe everyone in the tech community, political and others, should put their differences aside to move forward together. Over the past few weeks, Parler has been repeatedly mischaracterized and treated unjustly, but the recent personal attacks on our CEO John, his wife Alina, and their family are reprehensible. And it goes on to say, you know, some of the things that were happening there to their team. It's disgusting. We're disappointed by the judge's ruling against our request for a preliminary injunction into our suit against Amazon. We remain confident that we will ultimately prevail in the main case. We also remind everyone that this litigation is still in its early stages and that the resolution of this case will have broad implications for a pluralistic society. And I'm definitely going to continue to be tracking what's going on with Parler. Sean Hannity here chimes in. I've spent my entire career fighting for free speech, even for those I strongly disagree with. We stand with Parler in the fight for free and open dialogue. Amen. Competition is the surest means of preserving free speech. Everyone, left and right, should be horrified at big tech's attempt to stomp out speech. I wish Parler and all other innovators success in keeping the marketplace of ideas open and uncensored. That's coming from Senator Rand Paul. Those who continue to lie about the president by accusing him of igniting or being part of a violent insurrection, supported his impeachment, and now intend to pursue him in a bogus trial once he's out of office, will be judged harshly by history. And the ideological and political purge now underway, striking at virtually all of the fundamental principles upon which this nation was founded, will be condemned as a mob rule run amok. I just hope our republic can withstand this onslaught until sensible people and possible statesmen step forward and stem this tyranny. And it goes on, guys. There's lots of good stuff here. I'm going to include a link to all of the stuff you're seeing in this video in the description below. As you know, I'm on Parler. I'm on Gab as well. I'm facing heavy censorship as well on my channels. YouTube has banned me and then recently reinstated the channel, yet I have a strike and can't post there. It's just a bizarre scenario that is unfolding before our very eyes, guys. But unfortunately, this poor soul has become a victim to cancel culture, as her SJW boss was butthurt that she was on a website called Gab and another one called Parler, and for that she's being terminated. Guys, this is wrong on so many fundamental levels. I would suggest we set up not a go get funding campaign for this lady, but a go get funding campaign. So if you feel so inclined to want to maybe help this person raise some funds, or maybe I should reach out to Colleen directly and see if we can get that going for her. Let's do that. GoGetFunding.com is a great place to support people like this who are being wrongfully, subjected to the cancel culture that's swirling around with all these SJWs. So just wanted to bring this one to your attention, guys, today. This seems like a good, decent lady who was just fired for no good reason whatsoever. And this should outrage you. Please click the thumbs up button. I know it feels weird to click a thumbs up button on a video with a title like this, but it really does help with the algorithms to get these videos seen and shared around. So if you appreciate my efforts, please click that thumbs up button, share this video. Guys, don't forget to check us out at pressfortruth.ca/donate if you appreciate my efforts to bring you all this info. And that's all for today, guys. Stay tuned. We're going to have more video reports coming soon. This is Dan Dicks reporting for Press for Truth. We all want truth. The truth will set you free.